We are
so much more
than an energy company.
We are connectors,
community protectors,
and clean energy leaders.
We are
job creators,
friends and neighbors,
stewards of your dollars and savings.
Yes, we
are so much more.
We are the energy
behind your everyday.
And we are
obsessively,
relentlessly
at your service.
The Iowa Farm Bureau is proud to present this amazing state tournament and celebrate the accomplishments of Iowa's student athletes. To the Iowa Farm Bureau, this is more than just a sport. It's hometown pride, it's hopes and dreams, it's our future leaders, it's a reason to do more and be more. And it's that farm-strong spirit that can only be found in Iowa. Congratulations to the student athletes and coaches on a successful year, and remember, today's successes are just the beginning of tomorrow's achievements.
In Des Moines, Iowa, the home of the Girls State Basketball Tournament, presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau. It's day 2 at State, and we've got an exciting matchup upcoming in Class 4A as the 2-seed Glenwood Rams go head-to-head with the 7-seed Bondurant-Farrar Blue Jays. And hello, basketball fans. It's great to have you with us from Iowa's capital city on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy, alongside my broadcast partner, Laura Leonard. I'm Hunter Phillips. Laura, we've flipped the calendar into March, and the competition is heating up here at the Well. The winner of this game will face Central DeWitt there in the they'll face the winner of the next game coming up here later on today. Getting a little bit ahead of myself, but all in all, this has really been an exciting day in Class 4A.
It has, and some really good competition, some teams that have been really hot from the perimeter. We've seen some really good defense in the 2 games previous to this one, and so expect nothing less from this one. I think we're going to see a really good defensive battle, and I think that this game could be won on the inside. Glenwood does like to get up and down the floor, though, and that's one thing that Bondurant's going to have to stop.
And there is a lot of star power in this matchup as well. Let's take a look at the road to state for both teams, beginning with the 2-seed Glenwood, the runner-up in 4A last year, who defeated Winterset in the Region 8 championship to make it back to state. A loaded senior class has paved the way for a high-flying Rams offense that can light it up from deep. Meanwhile, for the 7-seed Bondurant-Farrar, they're back at state for the 2nd straight time after a dominant performance against Indianola in the Region 5 championship, and are headlined by the senior duo of Caitlin Lappy and Mia Miller. We'll certainly talk about those pair throughout our broadcast here today. It's going to be a fun one here at the Well. We're going to go ahead and take our first break. When we come back, we'll dive deeper into today's game with our Seeds for Success, presented by Kruger Seeds. Plus, we'll have your starting lineups as we get set for tip-off. You're watching the 2022 Girls State Basketball Tournament, presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy.
Inside Casey's. Outside Casey's. Inside Casey's. Outside Casey's. Inside. Outside. Inside. Outside. Inside. Outside. Order for curbside pickup this winter, and we'll bring your delicious Casey's pizza order outside, so you can stay inside. Now at Casey's, buy 1 large pizza, get 1 half off. Casey's, here for staying inside. Here for good.
It's Fairway Family Food.
Name one reason more people choose to shop at Fairway.
Lower prices.
Name something that Fairway is famous for.
The best meat in town.
Services!
Don't play games with your food. Shop Fairway for the best meat in town.
With lower prices and higher quality, everyone's a winner at Fairway.
Until next time, this is Fairway Family Food.
Getting closer to tip-off on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy, as Glenwood faces Bondurant-Farrar in the Class 4A quarterfinals. And Laura, now it's time for our Seeds for Success, presented by Kruger Seeds.
Well, for Bondurant-Farrar, what they need to do is protect the three-point line, and that they've got a lot of three-point shooters on this Glenwood team, and you have to know the personnel on the floor, be able to get out and defend them and make them put it on the floor and move it into the defense. They're going to have to handle pressure because you're going to see some pressure from Glenwood, able to navigate through that, get yourself into your offense and get set up. And then for Glenwood, they're going to push tempo. They like to get it and go. They like to run as much as they can. And so if Bondurant's not making shots, they're going to pull the rebound and look to run. And then they would just want to make them uncomfortable on offense. And so that kind of goes with the second key, or the second seed to success, was handling the pressure. You're going to see a lot of pressure from Glenwood, and they're just going to try to make Bondurant-Farrar very uncomfortable.
Today's Seeds for Success were brought to you by Kruger Seeds. The next time you're in need of corn or soybean seed, give your local Kruger Seeds dealer a call. Kruger Seeds, first-class seed, first-name service. Learn more at KrugerSeed.com. We'll take our final break before tip-off. When we come back, we'll have your team introductions and starting lineups for this tournament matchup between Bondurant-Farrar and Glenwood. You're watching Girls State Basketball, presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy.
We are so much more
Than an energy company.
We are connectors.
Community protectors.
And clean energy leaders.
We are
Job creators.
Friends and neighbors.
stewards of your dollars and savings.
Yes, we.
We are so much more.
We are the energy.
Behind your everyday.
And we are
Obsessively.
Relentlessly.
At your service.
Inching closer to tip-off here on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy. Bondurant-Farrar, the 7 seed, going up against the 2 seed Glenwood here at Wells Fargo Arena. Hunter Phillips and Laura Leonard, delighted to have you aboard here. Day 2 at the state tournament. We're already halfway through this 4A bracket, a loaded field at that. Dallas Center Grimes has moved on, and so a lot of talent within this group, no doubt about it, but the star power is really going to be on full display in this one, and it's up for grabs.
It really is. I think this is going to be a very tightly contested ball game, and you're right. There has been some really good basketball in this 4A class. It has been competitive. We've seen a lot of great shooters. The defense is top-notch, and all the teams that we have seen have really come out, put a lot of pressure on, and that's the key. And when you get to this point in the season, defense wins you ball games. That's an old adage, but it holds true.
That certainly did for Cedar Rapids Xavier, who was able to win in the game prior to this one to advance to the semifinal round. Bondurant-Farrar making their 9th trip here to the state tournament. Meanwhile, for Glenwood, their 5th. Lost in a heartbreaker in the 4A championship last year to Ballard, who is now in Class 3A. Both of these teams were here at the Well last year, and they know what it takes to get here. They know what it takes to perform well here, so something is going to have to give here in this matchup. So the fans are here in full force at Wells Fargo Arena. Good number of fans coming in from Glenwood. And no surprise, a big contingent Bondurant-Farrar here inside Wells Fargo Arena at day 2. Now let's meet the players. Return to our
Welcome to today's 2022 Girls State Basketball Quarterfinal matchup featuring the Bondurant-Farrar Blue Jays and the Glenwood Rams. Fans, tradition is an important part of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union's storied history. Because our past is an integral part of what we do today, we ask that everyone in attendance please join in a round of applause to show our appreciation to all the women who have participated in high school athletics in Iowa. Once an Iowa girl, always an Iowa girl. Fans, at this time, the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union and the Iowa Farm Bureau would like to recognize the outstanding sportsmanship shown by Bondurant-Farrar High School and Glenwood High School. In recognition of the importance of good sportsmanship, each state qualifying school was asked to nominate a spectator who represents their school and community in a sportsmanlike manner. Sophia Polking from Carroll, a member of the IGHSAU Student Athlete Advisory Committee, will present each nominee with a certificate of recognition and a $250 check payable to their school scholarship fund. Please join us in honoring these individuals whose decorum and respect for others serves as a model for all spectators attending interscholastic events. From Bondurant-Farrar High School, Roberta Wyden. And from Glenwood High School, Dwayne Atwood. Ladies and gentlemen, the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union promotes good sportsmanship by participants, coaches, and spectators. We request your cooperation by supporting the participants, officials, and spectators in a positive manner. Profanity, racial, sexist, or abusive comments or intimidating actions directed at officials, participants, coaches, team representatives, or event personnel will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal. We thank you for your cooperation and invite you to enjoy the game.
The Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union encourages positive behavior.
Pride, respect, leadership, and sportsmanship on the court and in the stands.
Remember what a great privilege it is to see your team compete. Thank you for your attendance. Enjoy the game.
And enjoy the game.
Quarterfinal matchup. First up, the non-starters and assistant coaches for the Bondurant-Farrar Blue Jays. Number 5, Aubrey Haynes. Number 10, Hannah Green. Number 14, Abby Neville. Number 20, Grace Bergeson. Number 23, Tessa Sutherland. Number 24, Lauren Osborne. Number 30, Tayana Keys. Number 32, Annika Dearden. Number 35, Carolyn Miller. And the assistant coaches for the Blue Jays, Maddie Trepp, Danny Steenhook, Amy Munch, and Ariel Olson. And now let's meet the non-starters and assistant coaches for the Glenwood Rams. Number 5, Lydia Foose. Number 11, Danica Arnold. Number 12, Lauren Ronfelt. Number 21, Nyla Nanfito. Number 23, Molly Williams. Number 24, Grace Neitzer. Number 25, Kate Hughes. Number 30, Charlie Hernandez. Number 32, Cameron Crouch. Number 33, Lauren Hughes. And the assistant coaches for Glenwood, Brian Diekman and Holly Schneider. And now let's meet the starters and the head coaches for both teams. For the Blue Jays, a 5'5" senior guard, number 2, Mia Miller. For the Rams, a 5'11" junior guard, number 3, Jenna Hopp. For the Blue Jays, a 5'8" junior guard, number 3, Peyton Meyer. For the Rams, a 5'9" senior guard, number 13, Abby Hughes. For the Blue Jays, a 5'10" senior forward, number 13, Rebecca Fuller. For the Rams, a 5'8" senior guard, number 22, Madison Camden. For the Blue Jays, a 6' sophomore forward, number 41, Chesney Steenhook. For the Rams, a 5'9" senior forward, number 34, Kennedy Jones. For the Blue Jays, a 6' senior forward, number 55, Kalen Lappy. For the Rams, a 6'3" senior forward, number 35, Brenley Arnold. Head coach for the Blue Jays is Ben Anderson, and the head coach for the Rams is Brian Rasmussen. Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the scorer's table for the introduction of today's referees. Brad Van Rokel, Troy Wolber, and Chris Ehlers. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for state tournament basketball.
And before we begin today's game, we'd like to once again thank the Iowa Farm Bureau, proud title sponsor of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union, for their support. The Iowa Farm Bureau has an office located in each county across Iowa, and we'd like to thank the offices listed on your screen for their support of the two teams playing in our game today. Thank you to the Iowa Farm Bureau for supporting the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union and the Iowa Girl. So Laura, all the build-up leading into a state tournament game. Now it's showtime here on the bright lights here at Wells Fargo Arena, and what a game this is going to be between the 2 and 7.
And it's been a long wait for them to get onto the court. They've gotten here, they've sat and watched teams prior to them. Now it's their turn.
And the opening tip goes right to Laura Leonard. How about that?
I got in the state tournament. Am I in the book? That's the important thing.
We need to make that happen for you.
I know. I need to get like a rebound or something, or a steal. They might want this back so they can play basketball.
Well, after a little bit of a discussion, Glenwood will have the opening possession of our ball game, and we're underway. Glenwood, runner-ups in Class 4A last season. Jenna Hopp fires a three and rattles it in to get the Rams on the board first.
Comfortable with this floor. They were here a year ago, and Jenna Hopp had quite a game in the championship game. She looked very comfortable shooting that three-pointer.
Well, and the Rams are a comfortable three-point shooting team. They rank third in Class 4A and three-point field goal percentage at 43.5%. But Mia Miller, not only a player that can dish it out with the best of them, but can get buckets as well. Makes it a 3-2 ball game as we're off and running in this opening quarter.
Bondurant in a zone, so they're going to challenge this Glenwood team who likes to shoot it from the outside. They're in that zone, and see if they can hit those shots and knock them down with consistency.
Glenwood entering the state tournament as the 2 seed, 19-4 on the season. Finished first in the Hawkeye 10 conference. Staying patient here on this offensive set. Abby Hughes, the 5'9 senior, bounces it over to Hopp. No look over to Hughes. Hopp left open. Three rattles out. Strong rebound brought in by Chesney Steenhook, the 6' sophomore. Here come the Blue Jays. From the free throw line, there's Steenhook. That hits it home, and Bondurant-Farrar is in front for the first time.
How about that? You get the rebound on one end, you fill the lane, you get yourself in position, and you get rewarded with a good pass and a bucket.
Averages 5.5 points per game. Travel on the Rams.
Normally, Glenwood is a team that likes to play up-tempo, push the ball, and they have had to sit back and pass the ball. It's not normally what they do, and so they're still trying to get adjusted to this pace.
2 minutes have gone by in our opening quarter. No, a pass over to the corner. Three doesn't reach the basket, but a good look there for Peyton Meyer. Driving the other direction and getting her shot swatted was Madison Camden, so the Blue Jays were quick to get to the other end and transition D.
They did get back in transition, and you can see that Miller slides over, tries to draw the charge, but Lappy right there to swat it away.
Madison Camden to inbound for the Rams. Hop sends it to the corner. 3, hits home. Kennedy Jones able to splash home the second 3 for Glenwood here early. They knocked down 15 threes in their regional championship win to get to state.
And just that extra pass that you make to get that zone out of position, and that's what they've been doing, being very patient.
Mia Miller responds with an answer from downtown. The 5'5" senior loves the game of basketball. It flows through her veins, and it puts the Blue Jays back in front by 1.
And you could see the look on her face and the emphatic reaction when she knocked that shot down. This is how much it means to her to be at this state tournament.
She has 5 early points for Bondurant-Farrar, who get the stop down low. Mia Miller, the state's leader in assists, averaging over 8 per game. Nice ball movement underneath. Leads to a floater banked in by Chesney Steenhook.
Steenhook seems to be in the right spot at the right time. She's doing a great job of running the floor inline to inline, but what a great bounce pass on the inside by Meyer.
Just the start that Bondurant-Farrar, the 7 seed, wanted. Up by 3, Hop off the drive, leaves an open Camden. 3, in and out. 1 and done possession for the Rams. Caitlin Lappy was able to bring down the rebound. Averages 13 rebounds per contest.
Part of a rare club that doesn't happen very often. 1,000-point, 500-rebound club.
Blue Jays off to a hot start. Peyton Meyer missed her first attempt from long range, but drills that one. 12-6. Bondurant-Farrar on a run. Hop forced in the action and gets the friendly roll off the glass, and she is the go-to in crunch time, and when you need a bucket, throughout her career, it's been number 3, Jenna Hop.
And looking to navigate against the defense with the dribble penetration, able to weave her way through it.
Another open look for Meyer, who leaves it short. Rams racing the other way. Camden for 3, puts it in.
Camden is so good, and she is their main three-point shooter along with Jenna Hobb, but she's a player that played a year ago on a torn ACL, waited until after the season was done, state tournament was done, to have the surgery on it.
It shows you the kind of toughness she has, but the Blue Jays have had an answer. Number 2, Mia Miller, using glass, showing off her versatility here to start this ball game. 3-point lead for Bondurant-Farrar in what's been an energetic start to this 4A quarterfinal. 3 lofted. Can't connect as Camden. Rebound, tap out of bounds. And it will stay with Glenwood. First substitution of the game coming in for Bondurant-Farrar. And that is Hannah Green. Substitutions are brought to you by IMT Insurance. Learn how you can be worry-free fans with IMT at imtins.com. Hop catches the inbounds. That's going to be a fun battle between her and Mia Miller, 2 of the top guards in the entire state, going head-to-head here at the Well.
And 2 competitors that have the same kind of intensity as well when they're out there on the floor.
First sub in for Glenwood, and that is Danica Arnold, the 5'8" sophomore. Hop from the top of the key with a little hop, and uses glass to float that one up and in. Nice touch shown by Jenna Hop.
You know, you look at her, and when she makes that move, spin move, she's got the eyes down, but she is so aware of where every defender is and able to be adept at working around them when she gets into a little bit of trouble.
Brings the lead down to 1 for Bondurant-Farrar. Lappy down low, can't get the first shot to go, and the putback just grazes around the rim and won't fall. Now the Rams looking to attack in transition. Couple of head fakes outside by the Rams. Gets the ball back to Jenna Hop. Madison Camden gives it off to Hop. 3 in and out. Miller hugs in the rebound. 14-13 Bondurant-Farrar. Less than 90 seconds to play in this hot start of a first quarter. Mia Miller with the head fake and then is able to drive and finish. What a first quarter for her.
Head fake and then turned on the afterburners and blew by everybody.
It's now 9 points for Mia Miller to lead Bondurant-Farrar in this opening quarter. Hop's been able to get that floater to go to use the glass, but that time can't connect. And with 50 seconds left to play in this first quarter, Bondurant-Farrar slows down the tempo, looking to add on to their 3-point lead.
I'm going to be content to just hold it here a little bit. Looking at Kate Lappy, she's a little winded. A longer floor that they're having to play on here at Wells Fargo, and a little bit more length to get up and down the floor.
Steenhook, great job on the glass. She kicks it out, and the three is buried by Hannah Green. Second chance points for Bondurant-Farrar, puts them up by 6.
She called for that ball. She was waiting for it wide open, and they gave her a good pass.
Final 10 ticks to go in the quarter. Open look for Camden. Short. Miller brings it down. She'll pull up at the buzzer. Won't go, but what a start to this ball game for the 7 seed. Bondurant-Farrar up by 6 on the 2 seed Glenwood after 1 quarter of play. We'll be back with the second quarter after this on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy.
We are so much more
than an energy company.
We are connectors.
Community protectors.
And clean energy leaders.
We are
Job creators.
Friends and neighbors.
Stewards of your dollars and savings.
Yes, we.
We are so much more.
We are the energy
Behind your everyday.
And we are
Obsessively.
Relentlessly.
At your service.
Des Moines. The yeses are silent. The fun is always loud. And now it's easy to plan your Des Moines adventure. Introducing the Catch List. A list of all things you can't miss. All the thrills, all the chills, hops and drops. Des Moines is a city of love that'll put a smile on your face. It's easy to picture yourself here. Find your adventure at catchdesmoines.com/catchlist today.
Hey fans, Central College has a new tuition price of just $18,600. That means the college experience that opens doors for a lifetime is now more affordable than ever, and scholarships are still available. Apply today at central.edu. 6-point lead for Bondurant-Farrar after 1 quarter of play. Hunter Phillips, Laura Leonard, delighted to have you aboard here on day 2 at the state basketball tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau, and you couldn't draw up a better start for Bondurant-Farrar, Laura.
No, not at all, and they have come in and just right away took control of the game, threw the first punch, if you will, and have maintained ever since. And so they need to have that same kind of intensity, a little bit different look from Glenwood defensively that time. And you could see that Bondurant was going over the top, throwing that skip pass to try to shake somebody loose.
Bondurant-Farrar shooting 57% from the floor in that opening quarter. Both teams knocking down 3 threes. Defensive stop by the Blue Jays. Miller with a rare miss in transition. Rebound and putback is off, but stepping out of bounds. There was Madison Camden, so the ball will stay with the Blue Jays. Both teams trading turnovers here to start off this second quarter.
A little smile on Hannah Green's face, and I think she and Miller both knew they missed point-blank shots, but they have another opportunity here.
Lappy gets the inbounds, bounces it to Miller with the post-up. Turnaround!
You know, that's a shot I guarantee you she's worked on in her driveway a million times. She was ready for that with the post-up.
Didn't make the layup, but decides to get that nifty turnaround jumper to get to the bottom of the bucket for her 11th point of the ball game. A foul on Bondurant-Farrar will stop play. Back in the ball game is Rebecca Fuller for the Blue Jays, who entered the state tournament with a 16-7 record. Third place finish in the Raccoon River Conference. Played some tough competition, including Des Moines Roosevelt, who played here at the state tournament yesterday. Deep three is swished by Madison Camden, who is not afraid to let it fly, and that was a big make for Glenwood to bring the lead down to 5.
Yeah, she is a really good catch and shoot and quick release shooter, as we're seeing it now on both ends.
Bondurant-Farrar with the answer. Glenwood, a quick trigger three that's off target. A foul on Glenwood after the rebound. But Bondurant-Farrar, Laura, seem to have an answer for any kind of bucket that the Rams have thrown their way here to begin this first half.
They don't seem to be phased at all coming into this ball game, and they are good game plan. They're putting it together. They're executing the game plan, know exactly what they want to do. Now another different look from Glenwood. Looks like a 2-1-2.
Trying to thwart the rhythm that has been put on here by the Blue Jays in this opening half. Miller garners a double. Lofts it in nicely to Lappy. Turnaround. Rattles in and out. Good look for Lappy. Rebound brought down by Kennedy Jones of Glenwood. Euro step floater. Nicely done there for Abby Hughes, the 5'9" senior who averages just under 10 points per game. Makes it a 6-point lead here for Bondurant-Farrar. Once again, very good ball movement that started from Miller. Lappy leaves it just short. And a blocking foul is going to be called on Bondurant-Farrar. That was Abby Hughes that was able to draw the contact, and she will be at the line to shoot too as we take another look.
Coming right at you. And maybe Miller was just still moving a little bit, but looked like she might have had the feet planted.
Bang, bang call.
And those are the toughest calls for the officials. Those are so hard for them to make that call, especially when they're on the move and the players are on the move.
Abby Hughes will run track and field at South Dakota State. They're showing off the wheels there to be able to draw the contact. Goes 1 for 2 from the line. 24-19 Bondurant-Farrar. The winner of this game will go on to face the winner of the 3 versus 6 matchup, Bishop Heelan and Waverly Shellrock. Fuller catches the cross court, pulls up, mid-range J is off the mark. Lappy is the last one to touch it for the Blue Jays. So the Rams trying to claw back into this ball game. We'll be back with the basketball.
Glenwood has really been in the attack mode, dribble in, draw the defense, and try to kick. If the defense doesn't collapse down, they've been taking it all the way.
Glenwood has outscored Bondurant-Farrar by 1 here in this second quarter, 6-5. Jenna Hopp with the spin and the finish. Boy, she is just so talented when you just give her just an ounce of space in the paint.
She knew exactly where the defender was, and she already, as she was receiving that ball, started to make that move and dip that shoulder to get around the defense.
3-point lead for Bondurant-Farrar. Miller, 3. Off the iron, she made one back in the first quarter. Second chance opportunity for the Blue Jays. Lappy called for the travel.
Well, they weren't going to call the charge, but then the bodies laying on the floor caused the travel, and Lappy could not get around Hopp, who was laying on the ground.
The physicality is certainly ramped up here in this second quarter as we approach the halfway point of our second quarter. It's been a fun one thus far here in Des Moines. Hopp, 3. Won't go. Blue Jays bring it the other direction with Mia Miller. No look to Lappy. Tried to hook up with Steenhook. Ball rolls over to the Glenwood bench. And it will stay with Bondurant-Farrar.
You know, when you're in the state tournament, you never give up on anything. You hang around, you scrap, and you fight. And that time, it won the Blue Jays a possession.
Miller guides it far side. And that time, Glenwood is able to win the possession back. Nicely done to save that from going out and throw it off the foot of a Blue Jay defender.
Madison Camden with a really nice athletic move, got the tip, and in midair, able to swat it back and off of a Bondurant player.
Open look. Three is off by Hughes. Rebound, then that one is put in by Danica Arnold, and a timeout is called on the floor by head coach Ben Anderson. It will be a 30-second timeout, so we will stay here as Bondurant's lead has dropped down to one here, Laura, 24-23 with 3:24 to go here in this first half.
And Glenwood has been doing a really good job of getting to the glass and getting the rebounds. Defensively, they turned it up a notch, forced some turnovers, and the Blue Jays are not able to get into that offensive rhythm that they had in the first quarter, and that's hurting them a little bit.
Blue Jays led the Rams 19-13 after the first quarter. But Glenwood, you knew that they were not going to go away. Had to settle in a little bit, but have put together a very solid second quarter here to tighten things up.
And you know, Bondurant has had several point-blank shots that they've missed, and then sometimes that changes the confidence level of what you're doing offensively. They just need to hit a couple of those shots, get the ball inside, work it into Lappy if they can get her open.
There is Lappy, nestled above the free throw line. Miller, swarmed by two Rams. Dribbles baseline, finds an open teammate. Three is off target. There for Hannah Green, who had the good look, but quickly answering and reclaiming the lead is Glenwood, and Danica Arnold with 4 set of points here.
And that's what they can do, and that's how quickly they can turn the tide, and they like to push tempo. They look, they have shooters that go down the floor, and if Hop gets a rebound, her eyes are up, and she's looking to see who's open.
Hop not only a very good scorer, but ranks in the top 5 in assists per game in Class 4A, averaging 4 per contest, and then she gets in the thick of things there, stripping the ball away, and a tie-up. Ball will go back to Glenwood. You can just see the serious demeanor from Jenna Hop in that, wanting to will the Rams here after a slow start.
She's been doing a really good job in the block area of guarding Kate Lappy. She has been getting in front, she's playing behind, she's getting a hand in the passing lane, and really frustrating Lappy down low.
It's been a big second quarter for the Rams, and it continues. 3 is buried by Abby Hughes. Hughes with their first three-pointer of the day. Foul on Glenwood on the other end of the floor. That'll be on Hughes, who just made the three-pointer, her first personal foul. Second team foul on Glenwood. It's now Bondurant-Farrar after getting off to such an energetic start, trying to bring back the energy and trying to go to the well with Lappy. And it's just struggled down low a bit. Arnold racing ahead in transition. Here's Hughes. Backs it out for a 3. Just short by Brindley Arnold. And Steenhook is able to rip away the ball.
Steenhook has been the one that has kind of sparked this Blue Jay team. She's made some really nice plays and had time to swat it away. Got the active hands going, able to get the steal.
Miller trying to look for Lappy. And last touch by Brindley Arnold. It will stay with the Blue Jays with 1:26 to play and what's been an exciting first half of action here at Wells Fargo Arena. Glenwood up by 4. Miller, 3. Short. So Miller has gone pulled from the field. And a foul drawn on the other side by Abby Hughes.
Now, nobody going to the boards for Bondurant-Farrar, but because they want to get back and try to slow the transition. But Glenwood still is so good at getting the ball down the floor. They run the lanes very well, and so you've got to decide, do you crash the boards or do you get some players back to slow them down?
It's been a 16-5 second quarter for Glenwood, who entered this state tournament on a mission, trying to avenge what was a heartbreaking loss to Ballard in the state title game last year. Hughes has had a very nice first half. She goes 2 for 2 from the line. Has 8 points here in this opening half for the Rams, who are up by 6. Foul on Bondurant-Farrar, just could not get anything going there along the baseline, and Glenwood clearly has the momentum. They were down by as many as 8 points and have stormed back to be up by 6 with now 1 to play here in this first half.
17-point quarter here for Glenwood, and Bondurant being held to 5 points.
Hop with a dangerous pass, almost saving it from going out of bounds was Tayana Keys.
Good read by Keys to shoot the passing lane, almost able to tightrope the sideline and go for the easy layup.
Trio of seniors touching the ball on this possession for the Rams with a head fake. Nice skip down low. And there is Brindley Arnold. Those seniors have played a lot of basketball together, and you could see it right there on that possession.
It made the defense commit, and when Lappy came up, she gave the bounce pass over to Arnold.
And maybe that's the spark that Bondurant-Farrar needs. Caitlin Lappy is able to finish with the contact, and it's been a frustrating half for her. She's had a good select looks here in this first half.
And a little sigh of relief after she knocked that one down. It's been a tough shooting half for her, but you get that one to go, you get the free throw to go, head into the locker room with a little more confidence now.
Well, she's had a battle with Brindley Arnold, who's a very good defender for Glenwood. But a big and one play made by Caitlin Lappy. Final seconds to go here in this first half. Hughes. Now they go to the corner. Hops 3. Hits home, and it will count.
They waited until the last 10th of a second on the clock, made that one extra pass. I thought it was going to be late. Going to be able to see if she got it off or not. Hard to tell from that angle.
Well, the officials no doubt are going to take a look at it, but that closes out a very entertaining first half of action here at Wells Fargo Arena. We're going to go ahead and take a break. When we come back, we'll have our halftime coverage next. Glenwood 35 as of now, 27 for Bondurant-Farrar on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy.
Is proud to present this amazing state tournament and celebrate the accomplishments of Iowa's student athletes. To the Iowa Farm Bureau, this is more than just a sport. It's hometown pride, it's hopes and dreams, it's our future leaders, it's a reason to do more and be more. And it's that farm strong spirit that can only be found in Iowa. Congratulations to the student athletes and coaches on a successful year, and remember, today's successes are just the beginning of tomorrow's achievements.
I hear you're looking for a great college where you can get an affordable education. SWIC is the place for you.
I appreciate the personalized attention.
And I've gotten to meet people from all around the world.
The SWIC student housing is incredible.
I like SWIC's hands-on training.
And I'll start my career in 2 years.
I can schedule my classes online or face-to-face.
SWIC feels like a community.
Like family, like home. SWIC is a place for you.
In Iowa, we all play by the same rules. Hard work pays off, practice makes perfect, success is something you earn, and teamwork helps us all be winners. The Iowa Pork Producers Association is proud to support statewide high school athletics. Because on our team and on yours, what we bring to the table is what brings us all together. Learn more about our commitment to Iowa at iowapork.org.
We have reached halftime here on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy. Class 4A quarterfinals underway here on day 2. Glenwood up on Bondurant-Farrar 35-27. It's been an entertaining day here in 4A. One of our finals earlier today, Cedar Rapids Xavier knocking down Central DeWitt 62-55, a game that really went down to the wire. And joining us now is head coach Tom Lilly, who knows a thing or two about winning here at the state tournaments. And coach, it was a game in which your team was able to win wire to wire, but Central DeWitt, you knew that they were going to claw their way back in, but your team really came up with big plays down the stretch, and what a way to start off the tournament.
Well, it was good. I think that it was a classic 4-5 matchup. The state tries to do everything they can to get the best possible matchups in terms of, and when we saw that Indianola went down and Bondurant was going to end up being on the backside, that was going to push DeWitt up into number 5, and we know that they got a couple really, really good players, and it was just a matter of trying to hold on, and hopefully they tired, but they really didn't, and by the end I thought we were a little tired.
Well, and one of the keys to success for your team all season, Coach, has been the fact that you have such balanced scoring. You had 8 different players score today. Of course, your freshman Libby Fandel had a great all-around game, scoring 12 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists. She had that 4-0 spurt there in the fourth quarter where she not only got the layup, but then also had the steal on the inbounds. Just touch on the balanced scoring effort and how that was such a key to wear down Central DeWitt.
Well, I just think that realistically, if we keep the ball moving and we have enough kids with some offensive skills, that it's going to be the kid that probably can get the best shot and maybe one more extra pass. But I think that it helps us. It gives us confidence that we don't have to feel the pressure of having to be the top scorer, and we can kind of look to anybody that happens to be out on the floor. And 4 kids in double figures, we usually kind of feel like we stand a pretty good chance if we can do that.
Well, now you faced Dallas Center Grimes, the top seed, on Thursday, and they were knocking down their shots in the opener today. But your team is coming off a very good win here today. So just touch on what the next few days are going to be like for you and the squad as you prepare for the semifinals.
Well, we'll travel back tonight, and we'll try to find as much film on Dallas Center Grimes. I got a good peek at them today, and they look pretty good. I can see easily why they're ranked number 1 and a number 1 seed. They got a lot of firepower, but what impresses me more than anything else is the fact that they look very athletic and strong, and that they got kids that can put it on the ground and get to the rim. They got kids that can, bang the triple. Some of them have some really serious, decent range, and they just keep coming after you. So realistically, it's we hope to be able to minimize open looks. Obviously, you got to keep them from getting to the rim best you can, and close out hard, and it'll be a definite challenge for us. They're coached extremely well. They do what the coach asks of them, and it's going to be a heck of a draw, but there's a reason why they're number 1, and there's a reason why we're number 4, and so we're going to give it everything we got. That's the only thing we know.
Well, and you had a great fan base here to support your team here, and I know that a lot are going to be here on Thursday as well. Coach, congratulations on the win here
to get things
going, and we wish you best of luck the rest of the way.
Thank you. Thank you kindly for having me.
All right, that was Tom Lilly, head coach at Cedar Rapids Xavier, joining us at halftime. We'll step aside for an interview with the Girls High School Athletic Union and the presenting sponsor, the Iowa Farm Bureau, and we'll be back with our halftime coverage on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy.
I'm Lisa Brinkmeyer, here along with Brent Johnson, president of Iowa Farm Bureau. First off, we'd like to thank you for your title sponsorship of the Girls Athletic Union, as well as the 2022 Girls State Basketball Tournament. Brent, why is it important for Iowa Farm Bureau to invest in Iowa's youth?
Yeah, well, our youth is tomorrow's leaders. And, Iowa Farm Bureau, we put a lot of emphasis in that. And, every year we give $250,000 to kids in scholarships throughout the entire state. Over the last several years, we've provided almost $500,000 in teacher education and products for their classrooms. One of the things that we're really proud of is being able to take care of our students on the athletic fields as well. You know, Iowa is one of only 7 states that even offers concussion insurance. And again, this year, Iowa Farm Bureau, we're proud to announce that at no cost to the student or their families, Iowa Farm Bureau is providing that concussion insurance for those student athletes so that they remain safe and can compete at a high level.
Fantastic.
We are so much more
than an energy company.
We are connectors.
Community protectors.
And clean energy leaders.
We are
Job creators.
Friends and neighbors.
Stewards of your dollars and savings.
Yes, we.
We are so much more.
We are the energy
Behind your everyday.
And we are
Obsessively.
Relentlessly.
At your service.
Sometimes people who seem to know everything.
Dental insurance costs a fortune and it covers nothing.
Don't. For instance, personal plans from Delta Dental cut the cost of many procedures in half. So be careful what you hear.
How important are teeth anyway?
Get the facts. Contact Delta Dental about saving with personal dental plans today.
Des Moines, the S's are silent. The fun is always loud. And now it's easy to plan your Des Moines adventure. Introducing the Catch List. A list of all things you can't miss. All the thrills, all the chills, hops and drops. Des Moines is a city of love that'll put a smile on your face. It's easy to picture yourself here. Find your adventure at catchdesmoines.com/catchlist today.
Inside Casey's. Outside Casey's. Inside Casey's. Outside Casey's. Inside. Outside. Inside. Outside. Inside. Outside. Order for curbside pickup this winter, and we'll bring your delicious Casey's pizza order outside, so you can stay inside. Now at Casey's, buy one large pizza, get one half off. Casey's, here for staying inside. Here for good.
We're at halftime on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy. Glenwood on top of Bondurant-Farrar, 35-27. Hunter Phillips and Laura Leonard back here courtside with you at Wells Fargo Arena. And Laura, that was about as back and forth of a first half as you're going to see. Bondurant-Farrar, they threw the first set of punches in this one. They led 19-13 after the first quarter. They led by as many as 8 points there in the beginning of the second quarter. But how about a 22-point second quarter by Glenwood to really reclaim things in this basketball game?
Yeah, they were 8 of 12 in the second quarter. So they were on fire. They got comfortable, started knocking down shots, got the running game going. They were 3 of 7 from three-point range. Bondurant, on the other hand, in the second quarter, 3 of 12 from the floor. So that hurt them. They were very efficient in the first quarter, but in the second quarter, they let the defense get to them. They missed some really easy point-blank shots, and that does not help the confidence level at all. And so they need to come out. They need to establish inside again and see if they can knock some of those shots down.
So again, the winner of this game will go on to face the winner of our final 4A game of the day, 3-seed Bishop Heelan and the 6-seed Waverly Shellrock, but much to be decided here in the second half in this 2 versus 7 matchup. And so as we head into the second half, Laura, what do you think the message was really for both teams?
Well, I think for Glenwood was continue the pace of play, continue with the strong defense down low with the pressure as well. And then for Bondurant, they need to be patient, find a way to break the pressure, got to knock down some shots. I mean, that's, that's how you win basketball games, I know, but you've got to knock them down when you have that opportunity. Be a little bit more aggressive. Go after the zone defense. See if you can get the ball inside, maybe draw some contact, get to the free throw line.
Glenwood will have the ball to open up our second half. And off we go. Hop had 12 points in that first half. Sends it out to Hughes, who really made some nice plays in the second quarter in particular. Camden delivers it cross court. Now back to Camden. Nice feed down low, but an even better denial by Lappy. Steenhook collects the loose ball.
Yeah, great hustle. Didn't give up on the play. Got a great defensive rotation over by Lappy, and then the hustle on the block.
Jenna Hop with the block. Hughes, the track star, in transition, skips it in to Camden, who gets the easy finish.
They got the 2-on-1 and got the defense and Miller to commit. And gave a good bounce pass for the easy bucket.
8 points for Camden and another steal for the Rams. 3-on-1. Rams trying to find the best option, and there's a smile there from Jenna Hop as she's able to lay that one up and in after a little back and forth there in the paint, and not the start that Bondurant-Farrar wanted here to the second half, and they will call a timeout. We will step aside as well on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy.
We are so much more
than an energy company.
We are connectors,
community protectors,
and clean energy leaders.
We are
job creators,
friends and neighbors,
stewards of your dollars and savings.
Yes, we.
We are so much more.
We are the energy
behind your everyday.
And we are
obsessively,
relentlessly
at your service.
Back-to-back takeaways and set of points for Glenwood. Caused Ben Anderson, head coach for Bondurant-Farrar, to call a timeout. As now, Laura, 11 points off of turnovers for Glenwood, something you just cannot afford to do against a well-seasoned team that's turned the ball over, because like we've seen here to begin the third quarter, they're going to take advantage on the other side.
Well, and the 2 turnovers to start this half have led to a 2-on-1 run out, a 3-on-1 run out, and you're going to get a high percentage shot out of that. And if you're Bondurant, you have to step to every pass. They're going to be playing behind, but you have to know that they're going to try to come in and get the steal. And you have to make sure that you are stepping to get your hands on that ball and get it in your grasp.
So a turnover by Glenwood just as they brought down the loose ball. We'll give the Blue Jays a second chance here. Miller with 11 points, threads it in the Lappy, and an athletic move down low, puts it up and in.
And they're going to need to do more of that. They were able to thread the needle and get the ball into her in the first half. She just did not convert.
3 is off the mark. Arnold, last one to touch it as it went out of bounds on Glenwood.
Well, if you can force Glenwood into those long-range shots, which they're very good at, but if they start missing a few of them and you can take advantage of it, Blue Jays are going to be able to climb back into this ball game, but they now come out and extend that pressure defensively.
Yeah, Mia Miller was greeted by 2 Rams. They're just across half court. Steenhook, Fuller, and the finish. Great ball movement here by the Blue Jays as they're starting to feel the energy a little bit.
Finding the room on the baseline and really good interior passing. They're finding the gaps in that zone.
Arnold, baseline jumper, hasn't taken many shots today. That one's off. Steenhook collects the loose ball.
No, just in that short corner, and she turns around, faces up, has the daylight, and she can shoot that shot. Just couldn't get that one to fall.
Glenwood with the stuff. Down low on Steenhook. Hughes off the glass. It's too strong. A tie-up between Miller and Camden. The pair of seniors. Held ball is signaled. It will go to Glenwood. Or actually, Bondurant-Farrar, rather. Hannah Green is in for Bondurant-Farrar. And substitutions today are brought to you by IMT Insurance. Learn how you can be worry-free with IMT at imtins.com. Lappy. Now Miller. Looking for Steenhook, who had the positioning, but the pass was just a little too far ahead for her to collect. And a turnover will give the ball back to the Rams.
Yeah, I think Miller was trying to lead her to the basket, and Steenhook just stayed pat and didn't go after the ball.
Camden with a dangerous cross-court pass. She's back with it. Guarded by Miller. Camden, triple. Chasing down the long rebound. And it will go to Bondurant-Farrar.
Good hustle by Hughes to go over and try to tie it up. Just had the heels on the end line.
39-31 Glenwood. 4:40 to go in the third quarter. Mia Miller had 11 points in the first quarter, has not scored since then. Rams with their third steal of the quarter leads to a breakaway there for Camden, and she'll be at the line to shoot two.
Now this Ram defense just very sneaky, and Lappy brought that ball down around her waist looking for somebody to cut and move, and just sneaking in from behind is that defense, and you have to be aware of where they are at all times.
Camden averaging 19 points per game to lead this Glenwood team. Will play her college basketball at Peru State. Averaged 14 points per game here at State last year, and she puts Glenwood up by 10. The largest lead for Glenwood is a dozen. See what the Blue Jays can do here, and again they try to force it down low, but the Rams have the answer and the finish. Other side with Hughes.
It's the turnovers that are leading to points for Glenwood. They have really changed things up defensively, coming out with the two on top of the zone, really putting the pressure on and making it very difficult to even get the entry pass in to start the offense.
A 12-point lead for the Rams. Halfway through this third quarter, Miller with the no-look connects with Lappy, who gets it up and in.
Yeah, Lappy, when she gets the ball in there, she's able to adjust the ball mid-air, knowing that maybe some contact might be happening.
Arnold gets her first shot denied, but stays with it and gets the putback in. So an answer by Glenwood to keep the lead at a dozen.
Yeah, it's good defense down low, but Arnold right there stayed after it, didn't get discouraged, and able to get the putback.
Lappy this time trying to go off the dribble, and she is going to be called for the travel just before she gave it up to Steenhook.
It's that adjustment defensively. They're rotating, they're jumping, they're anticipating, and that caused that turnover right there as the defense slid over. Lappy shuffled the feet.
Glenwood trying to build on their lead. Arnold with a nice move, but even better block there by Lappy, her second of the third quarter. Blue Jays racing the other way. Lappy thought about the three, but instead hangs on to the ball. Skips it out to Miller. Three. Off target. Lappy, offensive rebound, backing down, hop. Couldn't get the shot to fall in. And a foul committed by Glenwood, so Lappy just doing everything she could to try to keep the possession alive.
She really did not give up on that possession, and she wanted that offensive rebound, battled for it, couldn't get the shot back up.
They got Hop for the foul, her first personal foul, working off the inbound. Steenhook with a rare miss in the low post. But Glenwood was the last one to make contact with the ball, so Bondurant-Farrar will get another try.
Couple of mistakes for Glenwood right now, kind of leaving the door open for Bondurant-Farrar.
Mia Miller. What a find to Fuller, who's able to finish.
What a great cut, just sneaking in, tiptoeing along the baseline, and Miller was able to find her.
Jenna Hopp, and with the touch, gets another floater to go in the lane. Back to a 12-point advantage for Glenwood. And for Hopp, she has 16. Miller just has not been able to find the bottom of the net from long range after connecting in the first quarter. Hughes, with a little hesitation, gets around Lappy and is able to lay that one up and in. Timeout, Bondurant-Farrar.
Well, they are getting out on the run, pushing tempo. As soon as that ball comes off the rim, everybody is shooting to the offensive end, and as soon as they get into that first wave of defense, they're looking for either a teammate to pass to or take it all the way to the hoop.
Well, not only has Glenwood been able to do some nice things offensively today, they are shooting 48% from the field and 6 of 17 from beyond the arc, but really, Laura, to start off this second half, it's been the defense. They have forced 11 turnovers by Bondurant-Farrar, and like we've already noted, it's been the fact that it's led to opportunities on the other end of the floor, easy fast break points.
Five turnovers at halftime. So they've already forced 6 turnovers here. And it's the defense that really, for Glenwood, that turns into offense for them. That's a big part. That's almost their starting point of their offense, is their defense.
There you saw fourth-year head coach Brian Rasmussen. What a job he has done with this Glenwood program. 5th trip here to the state tournament. Have not won a state title. All in all, 4-4 when playing here at state.
And when he got to Glenwood, he had a team meeting. He said, well, who can shoot the 3? And he said only a couple of hands went up, and said, all right, we're going to change that mindset. We're going to work on it. Everybody's going to be a 3-point shooter. And he said, even if you're not really good at it, you're going to be a threat out there that you can put the 3-pointer up. And boy, has this team taken to that philosophy.
Yep, they have followed suit for what the coach wanted them to do, and there it is, right there. Madison Camden swishing it from the near corner, and that is the 7th main 3 by the Rams.
And you had mentioned that she had a really good state tournament a year ago. In the state title game, she had 20 points.
Lappy will head to the line. Lappy with 7 points, 6 rebounds, just 3 of 9 from the floor. She has really had to battle throughout the course of the day. And she is able to hit the first free throw. Not only gets it done on the basketball court, but Laura, tremendous shortstop who will take her talents to the University of Northern Iowa, play for a very good softball program there in Cedar Falls as she goes 1 for 2.
Yeah, it's going to be another key player in that really potent lineup, and tied for the lead last summer as far as home runs in the state with 21.
Arnold in close proximity, look to give it up. Glenwood unable to salvage it. So the Blue Jays will be back with the basketball here with 40 seconds to go in our third quarter. Glenwood up 52-38. Some housekeeping there on the floor. This floor has certainly seen a lot of action here, and it's only day 2 here at the state tournament.
And the crowds have been amazing. People are happy to be able to get back out, come in person, cheer their team on.
Lappy lets it fly. Held ball signaled, and Glenwood will be back with it. Lappy just was given the option to shoot there and decided why not, but that's just been the story for Bondurant-Farrar since that first quarter, they have just struggled shooting the basketball. They're now 4 of 15 from downtown.
In this third quarter, they have brought her out away from the block, though. They have been running her elbow to elbow, and they gave her a look. They backed off of her and challenged her to shoot it.
Corner three, blocked by Lappy, who continues to play strong defense, even out along the perimeter. That'll leave just 1 second here for Bondurant-Farrar. I was going to say, I believe that was last touched by Lappy as it went out of bounds, so Glenwood will, in fact, inbound it. Hughes tosses it in. Glenwood catches it. A 17-point fourth quarter for Glenwood. Outscoring Bondurant-Farrar by 6 in the third gives them a 52-38 lead as we head into our fourth and final quarter here at Wells Fargo Arena on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy.
We
We
are so much more
than an energy company.
We are connectors.
Community protectors.
And clean energy leaders.
We are
Job creators.
Friends and neighbors.
Stewards of your dollars and savings.
Yes, we.
We are so much more.
We are the energy
Behind your everyday.
And we are
Obsessively.
Relentlessly.
At your service.
It's Fairway Family Food.
We asked 100 grocery shoppers who has the best online shopping.
Fairway Meat and Grocery.
Yes. Name a reason you do your online shopping at Fairway.
Expert shoppers pick out my groceries.
Survey says
Fairway experts hand pick your groceries.
With lower prices and higher quality, everyone's a winner at Fairway.
Pick up a great deal when you shop at Fairway.com today.
Fans, as a reminder, official state tournament merchandise is now available online. Just visit IGHSAU.org to browse and customize your merchandise to match your style. Hunter Phillips, Laura Leonard, back here with you with our fourth and final quarter of this 4A quarterfinal between Bondurant-Farrar and Glenwood. This was a game, Laura, that really got started nicely by Bondurant-Farrar, but Glenwood was able to settle in, and since midway through the second quarter, they have not looked back and hold a 52-38 lead here to start this fourth quarter as Lappy gets the bucket to go.
She was the inbounder. They lob it out to Miller, and then Lappy just steps right back in, and boy, I'll tell you, what a move right there. Hop showing off her ability of taking it to the rim and absorbing some contact and getting it to crawl over. And you're right, every time something happens good on the Bondurant-Farrar end, Glenwood seems to come back with some kind of an answer.
A 14-point lead for Glenwood. It was down by as many as 8 points with 7 to play in the first half. Steenhook from the elbow finds Fuller, and she is fouled.
They've run that play several times into perfection with the back door, the back baseline cutter.
So here is Rebecca Fuller, 5'10" senior, who averages 6.5 points per game and shoots an impressive 87.5% from the free throw line. And the first free throw is nailed by one of 5 seniors on this Bondurant-Farrar team. And you know, Bondurant-Farrar had 19 points in the first quarter. They combined to score 19 points in the second and third quarter, trying to climb their way back into this game as Fuller's only able to make 1.
Yeah, that second quarter was one that they will look back on at the end of this ball game and say that that obviously was not one of their best quarters of the season. They let Glenwood defense get to them, and they didn't knock down shots that they needed to, but they still have a lot of time here left in this ball game and a chance to climb back in if they can get some defensive stops.
Bondurant-Farrar is searching for their first win at state since 1961. They fell just short here last year in the quarterfinals to Dallas Center Grimes, who this year is the top seed in Class 4A. In and out three. Blue Jays need to get going here. Pull up for Miller, but it's blocked by the Rams.
You got to like the idea of taking it in right to the defense, but the defense on both ends. The block party is happening here in this fourth quarter.
Buckets difficult to come by here in the second half. Abby Hughes, the drive, sprinting in the lane, and lays that one up and in. Helps when you have a guard that is just so quick, and Abby Hughes is one of those added weapons out there on the floor.
Normally a defensive stopper for this team, but she is somebody that can create shots for herself and just saw the ability to do it on that last possession.
Long three is off for Bondurant-Farrar, and it will go back to Glenwood. Up by 15, their largest lead of the day, with 6:15 to play in this one. Jenna Hopp will bounce it over to Abby Hughes, who is one of three Rams to be in double figures today. She has 14 points. Hopp with a game-high 18. The spin. Floater rolls off there for Kennedy Jones. Miller trying to force the action with a pass fake, and then absorbing the contact is her fellow point guard on the other side, Jenna Hopp.
Jenna Hopp went down and just camped out in that spot, and she was going to stand there, and whether Miller was going to be able to step around her or not, wanted to fake the pass, but Hopp right there to draw the charge.
Hopp with the crossover. Layup won't go. Battle for the rebound. Nicely done by Miller. Senior who was the program's career leader in assists, will play at the University of Dubuque. Giving it everything she has here today, but the shots have just not been able to fall for the senior. Hughes can't catch it in transition, so they'll go back to the Blue Jays here with just over 5 to play.
A rare turnover and a rare mistake for the Rams, and as going back down the floor, Abby Hughes, past her chest, says that's my fault, and I don't know if that was. She went as high as she could to grab that ball.
And you're right, just the 5th turnover by Glenwood. They forced the 13th Blue Jay turnover, and that's been the story here in the second half. It leads to good looks in transition. Madison Camden is able to lay it in other side for her 15th point of the day.
Well, and that's just their game. It's the defense pressuring out front, pressuring in the middle, getting the turnovers, and then turning those turnovers into points.
Lappy draws the foul as she was wedged between a pair of defenders. They will get that on Brinley Arnold. That is her 4th personal foul, has 4 points today, and Lappy back at the charity stripe to shoot 2. Lappy's first free throw is up. She's able to hit that one. Her and Mia Miller each with 11 points. The lone 2 Blue Jays in double figures here today. Arnold will check out for Glenwood. Danica Arnold is in for the Rams. 2 for 2 for Lappy. 58-43, Glenwood. 4.5 to play. Timeout on the floor, called by Brian Rasmussen. And it will be a 30-second timeout, so we'll continue to stay here. Bondurant-Farrar had a lot of support coming into this contest, Laura, and again, like we just noted, searching for their first win here at state since 1961, and really have to put up some kind of effort against Glenwood, who, again, had to weather the storm early by the Blue Jays, and then were just able to settle into this contest.
Yeah, they were able to get through that first quarter, and it was a really well-played first quarter, and Bondurant-Farrar came out like no issues, no any nerves or anything, and they came out and played very well, and then all of a sudden Glenwood settled in and turned up the pressure, and that caused problems. Then it was a second quarter where Bondurant-Farrar really had, where the game was won and up to this point, and yes, they still have time to make a big comeback. They've got to get some stops, and they've got to score efficiently when they get the ball in offense.
Bondurant-Farrar with the steal. Miller gets her first points since the first quarter.
Those are kinds of plays that they need to have. Back-to-back defensive stops.
Well, and Bondurant-Farrar only has 3 team fouls, so they're going to be aggressive. Lappy, low block. And one, as Lappy and the Blue Jays are not going to go down quietly.
After that timeout, they made some adjustments. They talked about some things. I think probably talked about, hey, we got 4 minutes left in this season. Give it your all and see if you can make a comeback.
Lappy leaves the N1 short. 11-point lead for Glenwood. Camden swings it right side. Miller collects another steal. Lappy from half court. Here's a 3. Puts it in. Big triple by Hannah Green. And now just like that, it's a 9-point ball game, and the Blue Jay bench telling their fans to get on their feet.
And Coach Ben Anderson wanted a timeout after that bucket, and he didn't get it.
Noise level starting to pick up as Jenna Hopp is able to draw the foul.
Glenwood pulling it out as you get to that 3-minute mark, and a rally starting for Bondurant-Farrar. They're going to take a little time off the clock here with this possession.
Hughes receives the inbounds. Less than 3 to play. Hop. Too strong that time. Steenhook's been great down low on the boards. Miller from half court finds Fuller. And now a timeout called by the Blue Jays.
They wanted it after the last basket. They do get it on this possession. What a great run out as Fuller gets ahead of everybody, and a great feed by Miller.
So we are going to take a break. Don't go anywhere as things are getting interesting on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy.
We are so much more
than an energy company.
We are connectors,
community protectors,
and clean energy leaders.
We are
job creators,
friends and neighbors,
stewards of your dollars and savings.
Yes, we
are so much more.
We are the energy
behind your everyday,
and we are
obsessively,
relentlessly
at your service.
I thought it was a 3. 2:42 left to go here at Wells Fargo Arena. And what was a 17-point lead for Glenwood with 4:55 to play here in this fourth quarter has been quickly dwindled down to a 7-point edge, Laura. This is what it's all about here, Bondurant-Farrar, just not giving up, giving it everything that you have, empty out the gas tank, and some life has been rejuvenated here at Wells Fargo Arena.
Jenna Hopp picked up her dribble, and that allowed the defense to clamp down. Only thing she really could do is knock it off the foot of Fuller to maintain the possession.
Hopp receives the inbounds and will feed it ahead to Hughes. Euro step, and she is able to draw the foul and will be at the line to shoot 2 here with 2.5 to play.
They go into attack mode. There was no thought of bringing that ball out to slow the clock down or to run the clock out. Instead, they went into the attack mode. Miller picks up the foul.
Hughes unable to connect. She is now 3 for 5 from the free throw line today. 14 points for the senior. Goes 1 for 2 to end that run by Bondurant-Farrar.
Just a little note, there's 4 fouls on Mia Miller, so she has to be smart. They can't afford to have her out of the ballgame.
Oh, and what a find down low to Lappy, who gets the easy finish, but man, that pass had to be right on the money, and it was delivered perfectly.
They have been able to run that all game long, just a lob over the top, and now here's another mistake. The crowd, the noise, the intensity, time getting close to running out, causing the turnover for Glenwood.
Well, a lot of crazy things can happen in March, and here we are on March 1st. And this is going to be down to a great finish here. Less than 2 to play. 3 on the way. Knocks it down!
And that's the player. And when we were able to talk to the coaches at Bondurant-Farrar, said she's a sneaky scorer. And she's the one that can hit those shots if Lappy is getting double and triple teamed, and that's exactly what happened. The double team came. Lappy was able to kick it out to get the shot from Hannah Green.
Green with her 3rd made 3 of the day becomes the 3rd Blue Jay in double figures, and the deficit is 3 for Bondurant-Farrar. Glenwood with 4 timeouts remaining, Bondurant-Farrar with 1. Glenwood just trying to milk as much clock as they can here. Fuller looking for the steal, but instead a little too much contact. With that foul, she is out of the ball game. So a big presence that will be missed here, not only offensively but defensively. And Hop, the senior, at the line to try to fend off what has been a flurry here by the Blue Jays in the 4th quarter.
Great effort and a really nice game by Fuller. She was the player defensively that was out in the passing lanes, but she was also the one that was running the lanes and getting out ahead of the defense.
Hop with a rare miss, and Bondurant-Farrar takes it away. On this possession, they can either tie it or get within 1. Three on the way. That's left short by Tiana Keys, her first attempt from long range. 1 minute to go here in this 4A quarterfinal. Who's going to move on to the semis?
You got to get a trap. You don't really want to foul if you don't have to. Miller tried to come over to try to set the trap. Camden drove right into her. I'm not sure that Miller was set. We're going to get a good look at that. And she's going to pick up the foul. That's her 5th.
Oh, and look at the encouragement that she's giving to Peyton Meyer as she gets out on the floor for IMT's substitution. Miller getting hugs from her coaches as Camden is at the line and was able to make the first free throw and had the lead to 4 for Glenwood. Second free throw up, and it is good. 2 big free throws made by Madison Camden.
You got to try to be efficient and score in a hurry.
Steenhook with an errant pass, got knocked around. Hop picks it up. Foul on the floor on the Blue Jays to stop play with 36.5 seconds to play in this one.
and you want to lengthen this game, and so foul right away to stop the clock. Put one of the best free throw shooters on the line, though, for Glenwood.
Is 0 for 2 from the line today is Hop. Otherwise, she's had a real good all-around game. 0 for 3 from the line. But Hughes right there to pick it up and get the bucket. 30 seconds to play. Glenwood trying to hold off a late charge by the Blue Jays. They come away with the steal and bring it across half court.
And Abby Hughes has had some really key moments in this ball game, and pulling that offensive rebound was probably the play of the game, as the Blue Jays made it very close. And if they could get that rebound, go down and score, gets a little tighter, may make a few more mistakes along the way, but that's a huge rebound and putback to get that lead built back up.
A little bit of breathing room for the Rams as Camden goes 1 for 2. 64-56. Steenhook. Now here's Lappy. Time running out on the Blue Jays, who gave it their all as Lappy gets the bucket there from the baseline, and a timeout called on the floor. And it will be a full timeout.
Coach Anderson right in the official's ear as that shot goes through the net, wanting the timeout. Felt like a little extra time ran off the clock, down to .4, and yes, it's probably not a situation where you're going to be able to come back and win this ball game, but he wanted that little bit of extra time.
Man, what a game, Laura. You got to give a lot of credit to Bondurant-Farrar. 21 points they have put up here in this fourth quarter. They were down by 17 points at one point. I think it just says a lot about this group and the fight that they have, and come up just a little bit short. It's going to sting for this program, but a lot to be proud of.
Yeah, you look at that first quarter and the fourth quarter for Bondurant. They played very well and kept Glenwood on their heels. It's the middle two quarters where the Rams really turned up the pressure defensively, and that's where they turned the tide, and they were able to win this ball game with that defense, and especially the second quarter.
Glenwood survives in a thriller here at Wells Fargo Arena as they take down Bondurant-Farrar 64-59. Bondurant-Farrar finishes out the season at 16-8. Meanwhile, for the second consecutive year, Glenwood advances to the semifinals, and they will await the team that they will match up with in the game following ours.
They are going to be a team that is going to be very tough to beat just because of their pressure and the way they run the floor. And Bondurant-Farrar, a team that lost 3 seniors from a year ago. Great showing. Everybody settled into their positions midway through the year and really had a nice finish to the season.
Just everything you could ask for and some with this matchup. We knew it as we came on the air. Always tough when it's your final game of the season, but no better place to have your final game than here at Wells Fargo Arena. So a great season by the Blue Jays, thanking their fans for the support, and Glenwood moves on as we turn over for the trophy ceremony.
Receiving medallions, each participating player will receive a commemorative basketball provided by the Iowa Farm Bureau, proud title sponsor of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union. Presenting awards from the IGHSAU are Gene Berger and Gary Ross. Congratulations to head coach Ben Anderson and the Blue Jays from Bondurant-Farrar on an outstanding basketball season. And now, Madison Camden will advance her team to the next round on the official bracket at center court. Glenwood fans, your team advances to the semifinals and will play the winner of Waverly Shell Rock and Bishop Heelan on Thursday at 6:45 p.m. On behalf of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union, we thank you for your support.
To the semifinals, as you see Bondurant-Farrar getting a team photo. What a season for them. And now, Laura, it's up to us to decide the Casey's General Store player of the game. 3 players for Glenwood scored in double figures, but you noted this player a little bit earlier here in the fourth quarter with the big plays that she made, especially in the second half. Got to go with the senior Abby Hughes and what she was able to do.
Yeah, I like that selection. She just did a lot of different things. She knocked down some shots. She always seemed to come up with the big play when they needed it. When Bondurant was making a run, making a rally, she was the one that would step up and really slow them down a little bit. So she had a nice all-around game, so good selection with Abby Hughes.
Fans, Casey's is proud to sponsor the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union and today's player of the game. Casey's is at the heart of many Iowa communities, cheering on our local teams and fans and making sure there's fresh pizza ready, win or lose. Sign up for new Casey's Rewards, the rewards program that gives back by letting you redeem points for Casey's cash, field discounts, or donations to local schools. So, Laura, 3 up. And now 1 more to go here in this 4A bracket. That's been very entertaining. It'll be the 3-seed Bishop Heelan going up against the 6-seed Waverly Shell Rock. And, man, just so much fun here at the state tournament to be had, and there's so much more basketball to be played.
Yeah, if you haven't had a chance to get down here, come on down, because there's some really good basketball being played by these young ladies at all levels, at all classes, and just a fun way to spend a week here down at Wells Fargo.
Absolutely. Laura, always a pleasure working with you. On behalf of our entire crew here at Wells Fargo Arena, for Laura Leonard, I'm Hunter Phillips, signing off from Wells Fargo Arena here in downtown Des Moines, and thank you for watching our live coverage of the 2022 Girls State Basketball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy.
Sometimes people who seem to know everything
Dental insurance costs a fortune, and it covers nothing.
don't. For instance, personal plans from Delta Dental cut the cost of many procedures in half. So be careful what you hear.
How important are teeth anyway?
Get the facts. Contact Delta Dental about saving with personal dental plans today.
In Iowa, we all play by the same rules. Hard work pays off, practice makes perfect, success is something you earn, and teamwork helps us all be winners. The Iowa Pork Producers Association is proud to support statewide high school athletics. Because on our team and on yours, what we bring to the table is what brings us all together. Learn more about our commitment to Iowa at iowapork.org.
I hear you're looking for a great college where you can get an affordable education. SWIC is the place for you.
I appreciate the personalized attention.
And I've gotten to meet people from all around the world.
SWIC student housing is incredible.
I like SWIC's hands-on training.
And I'll start my career in 2 years.
I can schedule my classes online or face-to-face.
SWIC feels like a community, like family,
like home. SWIC is a place for you.